Good morning and welcome to Monarch Nation News. I'm Nick Baker.
And I'm Delaney Lyman. I saw you reading the paper this morning. What's news in the world?
Well, the Affordable Care Act didn't take off the way that President Obama and its supporters had hoped. Healthcare.gov, the website which Americans could shop for their insurance, was down for the first few days and still isn't working properly. PBS estimates that at least 3.5 million Americans lost their health care, while Fox insiders say it's up to 4.2 million that had received the insurance cancellation letters because their insurance did not meet the standards of the Affordable Care Act. President Obama assured its people this would not happen. For 4 years, he's been saying if you like your health care plan, you can keep your health care plan. A lot of people are angry that their president may have misled them. Last Friday, Obama apologized to all those that lost their insurance, but few are satisfied, as they still don't have insurance and the means to get it isn't working properly, if at all. The administration is racing to make the federal enrollment website, healthcare.gov, work smoothly by the end of November. A massive typhoon hit the Philippines last week, estimating that 10,000 people have died in Tacloban and elsewhere. Hundreds of thousands of people are displaced. Typhoon Haiyan is what meteorologists believe may be the strongest storm to ever hit the country. Rescue efforts are being hindered by damage to roads and airports. A tropical depression moved into the south-central Philippines on Tuesday, bringing heavy rains that hampered relief efforts. Some are questioning what authorities could have done to prepare for this. Just the latest in a string of disasters to hit the nation of more than 7,000 islands. A huge international relief effort is underway, but rescue workers have struggled to reach some towns and villages. There's an awful lot of casualties, a lot of people dead all over the place, a lot of destruction, says Richard Gordon, the head of the Philippines Red Cross. It's an absolute bedlam right now, but hopefully we'll turn out better as more supplies reach the area. Iranian Foreign Minister Zarif and foreign ministers of 6 world powers gathered for several hours late Saturday night in an attempt to reach an agreement to halt a large part of Iran's nuclear program. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry said Iran backed out of the deal on the nuclear program during talks with world powers in Geneva on Sunday. Iran has been unable to accept the deal at that particular moment, he added. Iran stresses that its nuclear program is for peaceful purposes only, but world powers suspect it is seeking to develop nuclear weapons. Israel, a major U.S. ally in the Middle East, has long opposed Iran's nuclear power and is pushing for an agreement. Mr. Kerry said that he hopes in the next few months they could find an agreement that meets everyone's standards.
Wow, there's a lot going on out there. Cole Madsen and I also took a look at current happenings in pop culture.
2013 has brought many new pop culture topics. Many new movies are coming out. Thor came out last Friday, Nebraska comes out on the 15th, Catching Fire on the 22nd, and Anchorman on December 20th. The newest video game titles include Call of Duty Ghosts, Battlefield 4, and Assassin's Creed 4. Don't forget about Miley Cyrus. Her recent behavior has definitely overpowered her previous Disney life. This is the most of pop culture, but don't forget this one last thing.
What does the fox say? What the fox say?
You guys should be shut down for getting that song stuck in my head.
Well, I don't know about being shut down, but according to Daniel Rich and Cal Matheson, we could be locked out.
Last week, our new security system was installed and is up and running for the first time as of Monday. The purpose of this security system is to keep everyone safe during the school day. The school day is 8 a.m. to 3:20. Now, some of you might be asking, well, why not after school, before school, Mr. Kleiner? Well, it'd be impossible to monitor the doors during those situations due to all the activities that are going on in our building at the time. So we designate our safety period being during the school day when 1,625 students are here. Again, the purpose is to keep you safe, to keep the bad people out. And so as you come to our building, there's 2 entrances after the school day starts. The south entrance on the front and then the north entrance on the back where our students enter. People have to buzz the doorbell just like at home. And when you buzz the doorbell, a secretary's phone will ring. She'll pick it up. There's a monitor on her phone. She looks at the picture. She asks you, what do you need or why are you here? And then she determines whether or not to let you in the building or not, or that visitor in. And then, as always, you are to come to the front office and check in, and you're given a visitor's badge to wear around the building. So that's our system. It's going to be in place in every elementary, middle school, and eventually over there at that other high school, the Titans, will have it too. And again, the district is committed to keeping you safe while you're here at school.
I sure feel a lot safer knowing Miss Bonnie's on the lookout for us.
All this news and security is bringing me down. Let's see what the dude in the hall has for us this week.
I'm Cal Matheson, and this is Dude in the Hall. If our school was to add one sport, what would it be and why?
Underwater basket weaving, because who doesn't like a challenge?
If our school was to add one sport, what would it be and why?
I don't know. Lacrosse.
Why?
It's very competitive.
If our school was to add one sport, what would it be and why?
Gymnastics, because it's in the Olympics and it's really cool.
If our school was to add one sport, what would it be and why?
Rugby, because we have a lot of people that want to be physical here.
If our school was to add one sport, what would it be and why?
Pokemon, because it's very competitive and we have a lot of competitive people around here.
If our school was to add a sport, what would it be and why?
I think our school should add like a ping pong team. I think a lot of kids would really get into that, especially some of the tennis guys. I think you'd grab a lot of other kids to get involved with that.
If our school was to add a sport, what would it be and why?
Hockey. We have a lot of kids that play club hockey. I like hockey. Hockey's popular. Hockey. Plus you get to fight in hockey.
Go hockey.
Personally, I think we should add potato sack racing.
No, three-legged racing is much more competitive in Nebraska.
Well, both of those sports really move.
Yes, they do. I wonder what Andrew Garrison would have to say about them.
Hello, Monarch Nation. I'm Andrew Garrison. You want to know what really grinds my gears? Well, I'll tell you. People that walk slow in the hallway. And I mean those people that have their own little pace. They even get their friends in on it. Here's what I'm talking about. Seriously? Seriously? For real? I'm trying to get to class. Okay, I get it. You have swag. But that young, handsome man is trying to get himself a fine public education. It's tragic. I mean, is it so much to ask for you to walk like a normal person? Just makes me so mad. If everyone could just walk on the right side of the hallway, everything would be dandy. But no, you want to walk wherever you want. Well, Monarch Nation, this has been Andrew Garrison from Monarch Broadcasting. Stay classy.
You know what really grinds my gears? Gears of War.
Is that a video game?
Yeah, you need to go to Games Club and figure it out.
After school on Thursdays in Mr. Eisnagel's room, it may sound like there is a war going on. That's because there is. From games on the Nintendo 64 to others like Halo and Mortal Kombat on the Xbox, all of them, new and old, are woke. The stakes are high and excitement is in the air every Thursday at Games Club. And now we're going to see what Mr. Eisnagel has to say about the club.
They do have a lot of friends in it. We get a lot of new kids in, and that's kind of cool because then they get to meet some other kids that have like-minded interests in playing video games. I think it's good for them. Games clubs meet Thursdays at 3:30 every week, unless we have like a parent-teacher conference or there's a holidays.
Wow, maybe I should stop into Games Club.
Well, if you weren't at Games Club, did you happen to see any of our other fall athletes in competition?
Sure I did, but I didn't see everything.
Well, then you should watch the Fall Sports Wrap-Up, edited by Jake Zink.
Our girls varsity volleyball team has punched its ticket to the state championship in Grand Island this week. Earlier this season, we were able to beat the Burke Bulldogs with a combined score of 75-48 between 3 sets. During Metros, our girls defeated South Sioux City in order to advance to play our rivals, the Papillion-La Vista South Titans. In the end, we beat the Titans in 3 sets of volleyball with a combined score of 75-27 over the course of 3 sets. This victory has allowed for the girls to advance to the state competition today to play the Millard North Mustangs. The Papillion-La Vista Monarchs have had a very successful 2013 football season, ending 8th in the Nebraska Class A rankings. In one of our first games of the season, we dominated the Omaha South Packers 58-0. 2 weeks later, we faced the Bellevue West Thunderbirds, defeating them with a score of 31-21. Last Friday, we played against Millard West, ranked 7th in the Class A bracket. Tied 14-14 at halftime, it was a very close game. However, the Wildcats pulled through with the victory, 52-27. Our football team finishes their season with 7 wins and 4 losses, and additionally, the satisfaction of making it to state playoffs. Our girls varsity softball team had a very triumphant season this fall. In their first game of the season, the girls dominated the Burke Bulldogs with a score of 12-0. Our first away game was against Millard West. Our girls were able to beat the Wildcats with a score of 7-3. At the state competition in Hastings, we competed against the North Star Navigators and beat them with a score of 10-3.
Our team ended 2nd in the Nebraska Class A bracket and finished with a final win-loss ratio of 34-3.
And that's all for Monarch Nation News. I'm Nick Baker.
And I'm Delaney Lyman. Hey Nick, what does the fox say?
What the fox say?